see. I dropped it in Slack.
Well, I can pick it up right here.
Oh, you got it?
Shoot.
Hey guys, I know you probably think I was on another video, but YouTube was acting, I'm just going to say not too nice, and I had to create a different one. So I'm going to wait because it was kind of quite a few of those guys over there. And going to wait for those guys to come over here. So today is Fun Friday. It's Fun Friday. I told you guys I would be here. We're going to do some live Q&A. You guys asked some amazing questions over in the group. So not only am I going to be answering your questions from the group, I also am going to be giving y'all some updates like I normally do. And we are selecting, y'all excuse me, this is all I had to put the names in. So we will be selecting a winner for our Staying Positive mug for today. And I'm going to go in here, pull up the comments. So I just want to know who is here, who's with me. Let me know you're here. And I'm going to be dropping some links in the comments. Let me see here. Why won't let me comment? Oh, YouTube acting crazy today. Let me see. Wait a minute, guys. Let me make sure. Do you see any comments on it?
I'm at the other comments.
I know they're on the other video. I don't know, guys. I don't like talking to myself, and I don't see any comments. Oh, there we go. I see them now. Okay. I'm good. No, I don't. I just see your name. Somebody give me a 1 in the comments so I can see if I see them.
Okay, June and Sweetie.
That's the one I'm on now?
Yeah.
That is so weird. Like, I don't see any of that stuff. What did I do?
Okay, they're giving 1s. They're all giving 1.
Guys, I don't see any of these comments. I swear.
They're giving you the 1.
That is so crazy. That is so crazy. All right. I'm going to look at the comments over here on a different screen because I don't see them. Okay. So I see that you guys are here. I'm just going to feel weird because I got to look over here for the comments. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I don't know what YouTube got going on today, but they're giving me the business. But it's okay because we friends. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you for the love that you guys sent me yesterday. It's so amazing, so amazing. We're going to be answering some questions, like I said today. This is so weird. Let's just do it like this. From the group. So if you're in the group, or if you're not in the group, you need to get over and join the Facebook group, the private Facebook group. I am going to, so you know that link? Mm-hmm. Drop that in the chat for me. So if you're not in our private Facebook group, you need to get in there. We're going to be doing some amazing fun things over there. So today, like I said, we're going to be giving you guys, giving a winner one of our Positive mugs. I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to just roll right into the questions because y'all had quite a bit. First question is from Nicole, right? Nicole Elliott asks, where can I find the Luau swags? Now, when I saw this, I was like, I don't really know what you're talking about. So I would kind of maybe need a photo of something like that. But normally if it's something that's kind of themed out, I'm gonna guess like Hawaiian themed for something like that, I would create them myself. I would manually create swags that has a lot of colors. Or y'all know I like a lot of print. I would create swags, some kind of themed out luau style. If you're talking about the things that go around your neck, that kind of stuff I would get from Oriental Trading because I always used to get a discount from them and they sell it in bulk. So I hope that answered your question because I wasn't quite clear on that one. And if you are here on the live, let me know if that answers your question. Another one is, wait a minute, let's go to the full screen. Okay. Another one is Deb, my girl Deb Young in the house. Deb says, when is the next fabric sale? Deb, come on now. Hey, Deborah Randolph. So Deb, the next sale for fabric, first we got to get everything situated, right? So like I said, we'll go back to the warehouse next week and start like getting things processed, as well as our swatch books and cutting off, so I know exactly what colors I have, because it's a lot. And then we off to tour, so I kind of don't want to. Last time we went on tour, that fabric gave us the business, because I was trying to get y'all stuff out of there before we left. So I'm almost certain I won't know until next week. I won't know until I see how much production was actually made within a week. If some pieces are kitted or boxed and things like that, then of course we're going to have a sale. But if it's not, it definitely probably wouldn't be until we return from tour. I hope that answered your question, Dad. But trust and believe. I'm gonna try and get it done as soon as possible, because your girl need them coins back. That was a hefty, a hefty investment. So we're gonna get that rocking. Mary, hey Mary say, where can I find the soft pink fabric that you didn't reorder? Mary, you come for me? Did you come from? That sound like you might as well put that in all caps. So it's two kinds that I didn't reorder. So if you're talking about the crushed sheer, I actually got that from, I think it was On The Go Linens. So I'm gonna put that in the comment. If you're talking about the fresh sheer, I meant the crushed sheer. Let me put On The Go Linens. I put that in the comments. If you're not talking about the pink crushed sheer and you're talking about the pink sequin that I had last time, I only didn't reorder it because they didn't have it. So that I was dealing with a wholesale vendor. So that's not, I can't give you like a direct vendor for that, because they don't have it. The person I dealt with didn't have it. And honestly, that was my first time seeing it. I've never seen it, which is why I bought it. But trust and believe, as soon as they tell me it's back in, she gonna get some more. We do have a soft pink sequin, but it's like an iridescent. I haven't seen it yesterday when we went because everything was still wrapped up, but I'm excited to see that one. So it depends on how, like I said, how much progress was made. So some of them colors, you know, your girl gonna try to take some of them so I could utilize them in class, but we gonna see. So I hope that answered your question, Mary. The sequins, okay. So yeah, the sequins, they didn't have it. I've never seen it, so honestly, I couldn't tell you like where else to find it. I honestly don't know. But if you were searching on Google, I would search for baby pink sequin. I've never seen it. Let me see. Tiffany says, what is this part called on the backdrop, and where can I purchase this from? It's funny you asked that, because I don't know the name. I know it's like a extension handle. And it's funny because we actually have that. We have that piece. So I just want you to make sure, do you have well, you can use it. It's kind of versatile. You can use it for all pieces. But I'm going to ask, why would you choose this particular piece? Honestly, I don't like them. I'm just being honest. But I'm curious to know, why would you select this piece rather the regular hanger? So curious to find that answer. But yeah, almost every pipe and drape company sell those. They're called extension handles, extension bars. Different companies gonna call them different things, but it's an extension hanger. I hope that answers your question. Then we got Vero. I don't want to say that last name because I don't want to mess it up. So Vero says, when are the premium kits going to be available? Guess what? I don't know. It's like I did, like I told you guys yesterday, the premium kits for us probably would not be available until we return, because the estimate time was always late July. But I told you guys, those of you that are maybe drape higher or anything like that, they are replacing the premium kit uprights with the 7 to 17s. I showed that on a video yesterday to kind of give you guys a visual of how tall it is. It's not that bad. And I like the fact that it goes all the way to 17 feet. That's pretty dope. So that still is an option. So if that's something that you want, you just would complete a regular order for a premium kit, but that's what you'll receive. Everything else will be the same. It's just your uprights will be a little taller. So don't worry, guys. I got word that is a couple of containers coming in. So I'm hoping not. You guys won't run into product running out again. But y'all know with the horror stories with the shipping and the shipping and the containers and all that good stuff. So we gonna see, because I need some too. Okay. Keisha says, hey Kim, I knew you would be here. Hey Kim, Keisha says, how long before we can start placing orders? So Keisha, on what? Are you talking about for fabric or for kits? So for fabric, I want to say as early as next week. However, it would only be a pre-order. No actual shipping would happen until the kitting process is complete. And realistically, we're looking at about 3 weeks. But it's a couple of few colors that I know will be available sooner because they're the ones I requested, which was the gold sequin. Those ones that y'all kind of ran through the first week when we started selling them. So they're like the colors, 'cause I know you guys want them. And there's a couple of other colors that I know is sold out other places. So yeah, I'm gonna get them pushed out real fast. So Keisha, if you're talking about fabric, I would say those that want to pre-order, realize it's a pre-order. That can happen as early as next week. If you're talking about kits, again, if you only want the premium kit or the basic kit, again, you can pre-order it, but you won't receive it until it's actually here. And the estimate is the end of July. If you want to switch out, an alternative to, I'm gonna make this real simple, an alternative to the premium kit, and I think is a much better deal, is what I just told you guys, the 7 to 17s, right? An alternative to the basic kit could be a better deal, is the mobile kit. So at the end of the day, you still can get what you want, right? And the mobile kit is better because it's more convenient and it still go all the way up to 10 feet and it adjusts all the way down to 4 feet. And with the other kit, it's just it's a foot higher. Instead of it being 6 feet, it's 7 feet, but it go all the way to 17. So that's like super dope. It's like the best of both worlds. I'm hoping that answer your question. I missed something.
No. Let me see your phone so I can get on your Instagram.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Let's get back to it. Deatrica, this was a good question. Sorry, Train, they threw me out the other one, right? So the basic is not the portable. Well, it's portable, but the mobile is the portable one. That's the one that's super, super short. I don't want to miss any of these questions. So as soon as I'm done with these, I'm gonna come right back over here and answer you guys' question. Okay, so Deatrica says, when did you realize, or what was the defining moment that made you realize you found your purpose? I know you have stated that you tried many things and they just didn't sit right. But what led you to do what you're doing and helped you become unapologetically you in a good way? I'm glad you said in a good way, because I'm like, hold on now. Sight, I'm playing. No, but it's a good question. I tell you guys this often. Realistically, the defining moment was, I can't pinpoint to no one moment, but I would probably take it all the way back to my first class, right? Because I didn't know that. I don't know. It just was one of those things. I told you I jump all the time, and that was something else that I kind of just jumped in. It was like, oh, let me try this out. But then I realized I wasn't just teaching a class. It was more, that's how I started developing a connection and a tribe, because I realized the impact that, whether if it was me or the class or whatever that was, I realized the impact that it had on you guys. And that was my defining moment. That's kind of like, I didn't have a plan to do what I'm doing today. None of this was a part of the plan. The plan was to be back in Baltimore praising my children. That was the plan. So honestly, everything that happens now, every collaboration I make, everything I do, the inspiration comes from you guys. And it just keep pushing me forward and pushing me forward. And you're not going to be able to appease and satisfy everybody. And I had to realize that as well. And that's the stuff I'm like, okay, you have this small little amount of people that may not like your services, may not even like you. But then you have this big old area of people all over the world that just love you. So that's the stuff that causes me to get up and come in here when I don't feel like it, baby. I don't feel like it every day. But that was pretty much, honestly, Deatrica, that was my defining moment. And it's like I get excited when I talk about work. I get excited when I talk about ideas. I get excited when I talk about you guys. That's it for me. It evolves every time. It just evolves. I hope that answers your question. Okay. What do you do, Celeste? Celeste is a new one. Celeste kind of been all over the place these past few days. I swear, I love people like Celeste because Celeste was introduced to the channel. I can't remember how, but I see her in the group. I see it in the mobile community. And it's funny, I know that name because you are very active. And I just want to say, I appreciate you. And you come into a draping class. I appreciate you. I can't wait to meet you. And now I'm going to answer this question. So you say, what do you do with the bulk roll when you receive it? So are you talking about me or are you ordering a bulk roll? So I'm trying to answer this two ways. Because when I used to receive my bulk rolls, I would cut them, baby. I would cut them. So I would cut them and store my fabric. I think y'all pretty much seen how I store my fabric yesterday. And then that's it. Now when I receive them, I don't receive them. It goes straight to the Alba Fulfillment Center. And those guys, amazing guys. I really love this company. They're the ones that actually fulfill it. So I hope I answered your question. Tell me. She say, me? Did I answer your question, Celeste? I hope I did. Deborah, of course I'll be in Philly. We be in Philly on the 20th. I don't know if I told y'all it's Flash Sale Friday. I don't know if you missed that deal, but we only got 3 slots open. And that's for I ain't even gonna say nothing else about it. But if you ain't checked your email or your mobile community or where else you put it at, Jazz?
Instagram. It's on Instagram now.
That's all I'm gonna say. Today is the day. If you've been sitting on the fence, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But today is the day. We're gonna go to Deborah. Deborah, she's another one. Deborah, I love you, Deborah. Deborah is so helpful and so supportive of the tribe. Deborah helped a lot of you ladies when I'm like, I kind of absent. I appreciate Deborah. Deborah, as a matter of fact, when we do this poll, I know I was supposed to send you something. We're gonna send it today. So stay on here. When you first, okay, wait a minute, where we at, Deborah? Okay, so when you first started doing draping, which pipe kit did you use and why? Did you really ask me that? Baby, being honest, the first pipe kit I made, it was a PVC. Of course, I was one of them people in the group. I'm like, I need a backdrop for, I went in the group and saw how they did it, went to Home Depot. Not only did I make a backdrop kit, I made a canopy. I made a whole canopy. It's so funny because that's why I say a lot of you guys, I know exactly where you are. I know exactly where you are in your business. I know exactly how you want to elevate your draping and all this stuff because that was me. Good God. So, but I think I've only used it realistically. I think I only used it 2 times. And when I used that canopy, I actually used that canopy at my son's, I don't know what to call it because he ain't want me to call it a Sweet 16, but that's where I used it. And I was so nervous because them kids was there and they run around bouncing off the walls. And I'm like, oh my God, if this thing fall on one of these kids. So that was honestly, that was my experience when I decided to level up. And don't laugh. Y'all better not laugh. When I leveled up, baby, I got the photography stand. I did. I leveled up and I bought the photography stand. I cracked myself up. I swear I do. So that was my next thing. So I felt I changed because I used the PVC one first because I was being cheap. Let's just face it. I was being cheap. When I saw how much them pipe kits were costing, I was like, I ain't buying it. I'm like, I can make this. Y'all know we think we can make everything. So, after the PVC pipe, I went on here and got the photography stand. I told y'all that horror story too, but I used that sucker a couple times. So before I actually invested into professional equipment. But same thing. I had did this. She had an amazing party. A woman had hired me for her daughter's going away event or something like that. And I felt so bad because we were in this hotel. It was beautiful. It was like an aqua room. And it's funny because she still followed me to this day. She's still supportive and seeing my growth and an awesome lady. So long story short, I put the backdrop up. Baby, I had Walmart curtains on there. It was purple, blue, purple, teal, and white, something like that. And it's so funny because this is like, I think the most nervous I've ever been at that stage in my business, because once I set up, I felt horrible because I just was like, oh my God, they loved it, but you know how you feel in your spirit. I didn't. And I was like, no, I can't have this happen again. So I left. And the whole time I'm gone, baby, I'm sitting on eggshells. I was only at the restaurant down the street, but I'm sitting on eggshells. I ain't want to be far because I'm like, this phone gonna ring, and they gonna say not only did the thing fall, it caught on fire or something. I just had that in me. So even returning to the event, I'm just so nervous. I'm like, somebody gonna be mad because this thing fell or something happened, and everything was good. Everything was good, but that feeling is what propelled me to do better. So that's why I tell a lot of you guys, because I know y'all experience it, you got to take those feelings. And when you have fear and things like that, only thing it's going to do is shape you to be a better business owner. If I didn't have those fears and have those experiences and actually care about what I do and care about the people that hire me and care about everything about my business, I would have kept on doing. I'll be probably still with a PVC pipe today. Rosalinda says she started with a PVC pipe too. She got a metal stand now. Whoop, whoop. Go, Rosalinda. I tried to tell you. So I hope that answered that question. I told y'all this is going to be story time. So most of these questions are going to be attached with a story because it's an experience. And you guys taking me back to some experiences. This is fun. Let me see. Why are you laughing? Okay, Tracy Pope. That's another one. Tracy is very active, very amazing tribe member. She says when you got to the point of providing supplies to your followers, did companies come your way to offer services? Did you have to find out on your own, or were there other business professionals there to help you elevate to the next level? Baby, if that ain't a good question. I'm going to start with the first one. So when I got to the point of providing supplies to my followers, did companies reach out to me? Some of them did, yeah. And some of them still do. But I am a niche within a niche. Some people come to me and I'm like, they ain't got nothing to do with my audience. So it's funny because I think even with me having a small audience, like I'm considered a nano influencer. Like it's small compared to people with these billions of followers. But I have a tribe. Like we have a community. I have a real loyal fan base. So a lot of them will see that and they just want to get their product or their service in front of you guys. But if it's something I don't think good for y'all, don't worry about saying it on my channel. If it's something that I don't promote, or even if I promoted it before, and y'all like, what happened, baby? I ain't gonna do that to y'all. So yes, companies do come out, do come my way and offer this and offer that. Some of them do, and some of them are great. Like with CV Linens, the connection that the collaboration me and CV Linens did, that was an amazing collaboration. I love working with those guys. Collaboration like with me and Canvas, I love working with those guys. So it's a couple of companies that I really is definitely a great collaboration, great networking situation. And this is something that just didn't work. Or like I said, it's not something I think would benefit you guys. Like if it's something I wouldn't use, and even if you guys use it, but if something I wouldn't use, I'm not going to promote it. So I hope that answered the first part. So a lot of it, yeah, I actually had to scout out what I wanted. So it took, especially with this fabric ordeal, I know I wanted to be a one-stop shop in this industry. And I ain't done yet, baby. I ain't done yet. So it's going to be a couple more things that I seek out and really kind of position my business to have those kind of collaborations and endorsements and things like that, because it does take your business to another level. It does. So I hope that answered that part. And then the last one, business professionals. What you say? Huh? You say other business professionals that help? Huh? I can count on my hand how many actually realistic, not how many reach out. How many reach out and that's is in alignment with my core values. I really I can name them on my hand. So I'm very leery of the whole business professional thing because one, I got to pay attention to who their audience is. And if it's not, again, an audience I'm going to serve, it's not a good situation. So even with business professionals, if people come in you guys' way, I tell you guys, network or collaborate a lot because it's awesome. It's definitely awesome, but make sure it's a win-win situation. Don't let people be out here riding on your name or it got to be a win-win situation. So I had a couple professionals like in the beginning, help me with certain things. Yeah, I did. Like Lorna was one of them. I had a class, my first class in Charlotte. She reached out to me offering to help find a venue and all that good stuff. When I first got into draping, I don't know what happened to Joanna, but Joanna was another one, reached out to me because she had already went to the training and she was trying to give me little tips. And I was like, this ain't gonna work because I need to see it, touch it, feel it. So like people like that. Who else? It's a few that reached out to me and just really wanted to assist. The young lady the other day reached out, Jonelle. Shout out to Jonelle. She's really trying to get me in LA. So you just got to be mindful of who's reaching out and why. I hope that answered that whole question, Tracy. All right, Kelsey, that's my girl. Kelsey be coming in, getting truckloads of stuff, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Kelsey, I don't know what you got going on over there with your business, baby, but you are doing it. She like, I need a whole roll. Kelsey pulls up in the truck and she just empties out the space. She's like, I need a roll of this and a roll of that. So Kelsey, I'm proud of you, baby. I'm proud of you. Let's go on to your question. Question is, what are the behind the scenes feelings of the ups and downs of the business? And how does family do or do not support? Good question. So, you want me to open that can of worms? I can't play. So the ups and downs, honestly, is feeling alone. A lot of times it's lonely. If you're not surrounded or have a supportive anything, because sometimes people don't understand your vision. For some people, for me, my growth and my journey eliminated a lot of people from my life. And I had to be mindful of and accept the change with it. So for me, that was the main thing. The downs was, I'm a real family person. So to be all the way 800 miles away from my family, that was, I think I still struggle with that. Another down is, like I said, the industry not being a great, is not a really, I don't believe in that community over competition, whatever they be saying. I believe in it, but I don't believe in it because I don't see it. So that's the down too. Everybody is worried about what you got going on and how they can outshine you, as opposed to just collaborating and actually taking things to the next level. It's not too many people that we have those kind of conversations, but there are a few. One of my babies called me yesterday, and there's another one I've reached out to today. So there are a few, but that's like the downs for me, is like really feel like sometimes you're on a road alone and you just got to keep trucking. But the ups is, as far as family, one thing I can say about my family, even with me being here, I have a supportive freaking family. I do. It's funny because it was my family when I even thought that I'm like, this is what I want to do. I immediately got on the phone with my close ones and we hashed that thing out. We found the name. My bestie went and filed my license. Like, I have one thing I can say, as loyal as you guys are, that's the same way how my family is. Anything I have going on or want going on, they always support me to whatever capacity that they can. And that's important. That's so important to have that. But it's also important to not have expectations of people doing things that's out of their realm, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So that's pretty much, for me, that's the thing. Like, just support is everything. So if you ever see someone with me, know that they supportive, because one thing I don't roll with, I told y'all that the other day, people I don't like. So, or people that's unsupportable, anything like that, bad energy thing. So if somebody roll with me, they dope. They dope. All right. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. Catherine says, hey, Catherine's in Boston. You go, girl. Catherine says, what trends do you predict for the draping industry? You want to know what? It's so funny because one trend I predict is my style of draping. It's like I'm playing, but because I be going up and down the feeds and I see so many people I taught, and I could just look at their design like I taught them. And I'm like, dang, that look dope. Did y'all see them backdrops that they was dropping yesterday? I'm like, wow, that looked like something I did. So, but as far as trends, I see people playing with color. Now I see a lot of people getting outside of doing what everybody else is doing. I can go down the feed and see people doing zebra print or like printed stuff. I didn't see that before. So I'm like, oh yeah, she was in my class. But I see that. I see people really focusing on it more and realizing how lucrative it is. I think before it was just like one of them things, a part of a package. But people now, I think they're open to and realizing how lucrative this thing really is and how much money you can make in draping. I see a lot of outside draping. due to whatever's happening with COVID, I think it really opened up people to be creative. I see a lot of garage draping. They killing these garages. Like they make me want to clear mine out and just drape. So I see a lot of that. I also see a lot of collaborations because the balloon industry has freaking went bananas as well. And I'm just seeing collaborative efforts with that. So I hope that answered your question, Catherine. Also, she came with another one. Catherine, your name don't get dropped in here twice. I just want you to know. What would you like to see in this industry and why? Good question, Catherine. So honestly, what I would like to see is more collaborations. I really would, because I know my niche is draping. I ain't gonna say I did balloons before. I did trees. I ain't got time to do all that. But I really would like to see more collaborations. I really would like to see more trainings. I really would from us, by us, because I really think, I get it, the big institutions, I get it. But I think that's so corporate sometimes, they kind of lose the human side of education. So I like when we teach, just know your stuff. Like, don't be out here scamming people, know your stuff. But I like when we, as creatives, are able to teach other up and coming creatives. So I really would like to see more of that. I want to see more of that. That's that. And we almost done, guys. All right. So Deborah, I like this. Thanks for the questions, guys. Deborah Barksdale, that's my baby too. After how many miles would you say to start charging for mileage? Or would you just set a standard delivery fee based on mileage? After how many miles? I ain't walking 2 feet without charging. I be cracking myself up, I swear. So, all right. So realistically, I'm going to be honest. So even when I was doing this time before, I would charge after 25 miles. So the up to 25 miles was included. And the quote, however, I still rode the cost in because my car don't run on batteries, baby. And so I still rode the cost in. But anything beyond 25 miles is when I started charging. However, when it got to me, when I was in Baltimore though, when it got to me going in other states, like I would do events in the DC area or Virginia. We even went to Virginia. That was a flat rate because I'm not going to sit there and calculate miles and all that. But the rate had to be worth me driving that far because I still got to go back, and then we had to be there all day. So that was like a different pricing strategy. But if it's like local, for me, anything beyond 25 miles is that's how I used to charge. Deborah, I hope that answers your question. Don't be laughing, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. So Zupenda, that's my girl T. Aside from S hooks and C hooks, what are some other must-haves one should have in their toolbox? We go on and on about this. I even did 2 videos on it. So honestly, for your toolbox, no 2 businesses are the same, right? So and this is the same thing I tell my students. You really have to build your toolbox according to your experiences or things that you need. I only drape. So quite naturally, it's only going to be draping stuff in my toolbox. However, I could be at an event and y'all be cracking up when I talk about the certain things in my toolbox, like cards, because if it's downtime, I don't want to be walking around shaking hands all day. It's like, I want to be able to go. I'm a loner. If y'all don't know, I am a loner. I want to be able to go off somewhere and still entertain myself and not be in my phone. I like doing mental stimulation things. So I'll play some cards, right? Another thing that's in my toolbox that's weird is I'm a sucker for testimonials. So I'll get you, right? Because sometimes you'll miss getting a testimonial if you don't get them right there on the spot. So I'll always have the little light that go in my phone, because even if I don't have my camera equipment, I'm gonna get that testimonial. So what else is it? But pipe cleaners, always have pipe cleaners, scissors, a stapler. Some of the crazy things if you drape is like, I always have balloons, like 260 balloons, because they get me out of a lot of stuff. What else? Everything. I'll still use, what you call them? Zip ties. I use them for emergency stuff, but y'all know I'm a pipe cleaner lover. But how you build your toolbox is you go to an event, and whatever you don't have, you write have some stickies. I'm a sticky lover. So you write yourself a note when you go back home, put this in the toolbox. So that's how you're going to build your toolbox. What is your favorite pastime outside of draping and teaching? Honestly, guys, like I told you, I'm a family guy. my favorite pastime is my family gatherings. That was my thing. It was like once our grandma passed, I became the matriarch at a very young age. But it's like the family gatherings. We always did cookouts. Everything stuff was always at my house. So that's like I was saying earlier, that's one of the downs about what I'm experiencing now, because I'm not having those family gatherings no more because everybody's home. However, even being here, I am flying home in August to host our family reunion, so that's gonna be fun. But my favorite pastime is that, or like me and my kids, all of my kids, we do like family game night or watch a movie, and that was my favorite pastime. Or roller skating. Your girl loves some roller skates. Yes. Deborah, how much would you add in for labor? So, Deborah, honestly, for me, I don't do that no more. I used to, and it's a funny story again. When I first started, I didn't know nothing about charging your worth and realizing your worth and all this and all that. And my hourly rate was $25 because it was based upon, at that time, I was given this formula, like how you find your hourly rate, like, total up what you want to make for the year, then times that, how many hours you want to work, all this and all that. And it came out to be $25. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. And then it increased over time because I started investing in my business. I started learning more. I started doing this. I started doing that. And then when it came to $197 an hour, I said, okay, this doesn't really need to, it's just a different pricing strategy I do now. So I don't do an hourly thing. The only time I do an hourly thing is when I'm doing like consultations, or when I was doing coaching or something like that. So you pretty much just got to do what works for you. But it's so many different pricing strategies. But at the end of the day, charge your worth and then add tax. Okay. All right. Deborah, you're not getting 4 names in here. I just want you to know that. When sewing the panels, would you say 4 inches across the top is sufficient, a 4-inch fold? Yes. So all of and it's funny because that's my next video that I got to do. All of my panels, we do 4 inches. Kayla got a couple of them messed up and sewed them a little too tight, too small, not knowing, of course, just not knowing. And they real hard on the bar. So it's like they real tight on the bar. But 4 inches is perfect for your broad pocket. Number 2, how many inches along the bottom hem? So I don't hem my bottoms. I don't hem the bottoms. But if you did, it would be same thing, 4 inches. And then should we sew the sides? I don't sew the sides. I don't believe in doing nothing that's unnecessary. And the way I drape, that's unnecessary. We gonna hide them suckers. We gonna hide them. I hope that answered your question. We only got 3 more. I'm sewing material this weekend. Do you have a video or suggest the inches along the side for the hem? That's Cassandra. So Cassandra, I'm gonna ask you, if you're in the YouTube membership, there's a video there all about sewing, and I'm sewing panels. If you're in the Drape and Design membership, there's a whole module there about sewing. So yeah, that's it. But guess what? If you're in neither one of those, there's so many other videos, free videos on YouTube. It's just your girl not in them. That's all. So like I just said earlier, the 4 inches is that's standard for a raw pocket. Kimberly Perkins, Kim, do you have a video on how to assemble the round arch canopy? Yes, I do, girl. You better go check out that video. And that's a free one. Actually, I got 2. So I got one when I did the canopy, the round canopy, and I got one when I attached the dome. I didn't drape it yet, but at least I told you how to attach it. Last one is Sharonda Mason. Can I get info on teaching draping class? Shabron, I just got finished talking about that. See what I'm saying? It's amazing. I would love to help you teach a draping class. I actually have an instructor course that we're working on right now. So just stay in the loop, baby. All right. Any questions? All right, baby. Oh, y'all rolling over here. Wait a minute. What? Your first teacher? Trina. So my first teaching platform, oh God. Y'all know I had quite a few, baby. I think my first one was Crowdcast. I didn't like it. Honestly, I didn't give it. I wasn't techie at the time. I didn't know what it was doing. So I didn't know what to do. So then from there, I went to Teachable. I like Teachable. I actually did like Teachable, but once my business started growing, it needed other elements that Teachable just didn't have. So that's why I ended up switching to Kartra. And realistically, I don't like Kartra. I'm just going to be honest, because so many of my students was having trouble. But Kartra was such a big build out and expensive build out. We kept trying to like just fix it. And now we moving again. So right now I'm on WordPress. Well, I've always had my website on WordPress, but my courses, we don't quite know exactly where they're going to be housed, but I just want it to be simple. And I'm not trying to do another big migration and all. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot. So Simona say I need to order that fabric. So we definitely gonna have it before October, babe. Don't you worry. I started with PVC and love. Thank you. That was me. I did a prom send off. I used my pipe and drape, and family used it for a photography stand. I had to run and get my other pipes. Cheryl, I do not mix my work with other people. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, they'll water your stuff down quick. I still use PVC with some decor on the tables. People still use it. I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying I can't use it. I ain't rolling up to nobody's event with that. And no, what I had it in? I think I had it in a chair bag. Y'all know them chair bags you take to the beach? I looked at I was just ashamed of myself. I was. So, but I get it. I think I'm gonna make one no, I'm not, because that's my bread. I'm not. For a Zoom baby shower. Oh, I don't think people are gonna do it now, but those Zoom events, they was popping off a lot this week. Y'all say PVC is the devil. Your nerves sent you straight to the professional kit before you knew about the adjustable. I had that too, Mary. So when I first bought professional equipment, I had them tall babies because I didn't know nothing about the adjustable. And I had the fixed units. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, you name it, I did it. I had the fixed units too. And that's why I'm so in love with the kits that we carry now. Beverly, exactly. Not everybody supports your dream, baby. But find the people that do. Stick with them. What can I do on mine? I just was in Boston, Shoshana. Where was you? Where were you? We were just there 2 weeks ago. I may come back to Boston if I have a good if I get a good amount of requests. We may add Boston to 2022. But after this leg, this is it. Because in the rest of the year, quarter 3 and quarter 4, we're doing some different stuff. But we may add it next year. Wait a minute. Let me see. DC. The S-hooks not expensive, Tammy. Where you looking? You better find them on Amazon. So, but the C-hooks, y'all guys, you guys know, I don't go nowhere but Event Decor Direct. They the only people so far that got it right. Because everywhere else they kind of like flimsy. But S-hooks, I get them off Amazon. How do you gain clients when business is slow? I've done mock setups, photo shoots, social media, etc. You gotta find them, Keisha. So when business is slow, I really ramp up my marketing. I do. When my marketing is like laggy, that means I'm busy. That means I work is there. But when it's not, and I have a promotion coming on, or I got a launch, or even back then when I was doing events, I would do different things to kind of look at the economy. When people not buying, what they do? They put out stimulus checks. It's like you got to stimulate people to buy your products or your services. And the way to do that, you got to be in front of their face. And not only in front of their face, you got to be in front of their face with something they want, baby. But something that they want. So when business is slow, ramp up your marketing. I hate that I found you after you stopped doing the coaching. I know, Carolyn, is so funny. It's pulling at my heartstrings because I really enjoy it. So now I'm doing it in a way where it's not a program. I don't like the program style of coaching. But what we're going to be doing, we have an amazing a conference room here. It's amazing. So we will start hosting masterminds, like one-day masterminds or something like that. But I can't do the coaching. I can't do it. So we don't provide color swatches now, but we may, if not actual color swatches, because that's going to take a while to create. So I just got to kind of see. It's amazing being able to work with a company that it's just great. We bounce ideas off each other, and it's funny because these guys, we're doing something that we haven't done, and they're doing something that hasn't been done. So it's just, you don't know what's going to come down the pipe. I don't know. What's the best way to store drapes? It's funny you said that, Beverly. I just did a video on that. I just did a video on that and it's already edited, so that may roll out next week. But how I store my drapes is pretty much in them black bins that if you saw the video yesterday, that's how I store mine. But you guys will be able to see my entire process, like where I store it, where I get the stuff from, how I make it easy for me. And I think I shared 3 tips, 3 ways I store my my fabric. So you'll be able to see that. International customer, can you state the weight of the pipe and drape system? Basic, and maybe include on the new site. Well, I gotta see with these guys how we gonna do, because they amazing. They ship all over the world. So we may, I don't know yet, but we may be able to do international shipping. Because that's what they do. So we gonna see. We gonna see. So the fabric panels, Tammy, will be on the site. Are you still doing draping at your location? No. So in Atlanta, we're only going to do one. It's going to be a 1-2-day masterclass, because it's pretty much like we're testing out the draping masterclasses for next year. So it's going to be 2 days here in Atlanta. That's it. We won't be doing any more for Q3 or Q4. Where to buy a picture frame for your backdrop? D, is funny because you got to catch them, baby. You got to catch them when they're around. The way I got mine from, which was IKEA, they have been discontinued for quite some time. However, a couple of times I have been able to look up and find them at home. No, at home. But it's like 1 minute they could be there and the next minute they're gone and they don't come back for a long time. So sometimes you can look up like at Home Goods. I've never seen it at Home Goods, but I think somebody said that before. But at home, I know they had it. So you just kind of look for that. Okay, Beverly, do you have? I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Will you think about adding Indiana to your tour days next year? I have events for the rest. Cheryl, I don't think I'm gonna add Indiana. Honestly, I can't believe.
Indianapolis.
I don't think I don't get requests there. So I had to laugh. Some people are just rude, but y'all know I'm a fine I'm a fine human and everything. I can't believe they said that. But that's just the nature of people being rude. But I'm also guess what? I could put them in timeout. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, you deleted it? I had to laugh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. In LA, so I think why that store sound familiar? That store sound familiar. I think I've been there when we were there for something. That store sound familiar. All right, guys. So that's it. That's all I have. One thing I want to remind you guys is today is Flash Sale Friday. I thank you. Oh, wait a minute. No.
You gotta pull. You gotta pull.
Come on, Latoya, you can join. Today I'm trying to tell you, today is an amazing deal for Flash Sale Friday. We only got 3 slots at that price, but you got to get the email or be in the mobile community to get the code. So now I'm going to shake up and see who is about to. Let me see if I could pull it up. That way I can ship it off right now. I want you to message me your address so that we can send you your Staying Positive mug. Do you see it on the merch side? Wait a minute, guys. Let me pull this up. Wait a minute. It should be under any of my videos. Pull it up for me. Okay. You got to be in the mobile community, Latoya. So here go the code. I mean, not the code. This is how you join. Texting join to 404-737-0803. Okay. I'm going to pin that. That way everybody can see it. So if you're not in the mobile community, you want to get in there so you could get all of the perks that we're going to be doing. So Just go in here. Two of them. Huh? Oh, you got it pulled up. Jazz is so awesome, guys. Tracy, one of these cameras are on. Tracy Pope, you have the Staying Positive mug coming. So send me a message, Tracy. You can send it in the mobile community or send it in the mobile community. So you can give us your address and Jazz will be sending that out to you now. Only thing I ask is you take a picture with it. It's a really cute mug. Take a picture with it, tag us in it. And this is kind of pretty much what we're going to be doing. So we got t-shirts, mugs. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there. So we're going to start giving away some of our Posh merch. All right. So guys, thank you guys for congratulating Tracy. I want to tell you guys, if you have not joined the committee, the Posh committee, you guys know we're now created a Posh committee that we are taking people to be a part of this group to kind of come up with great ideas, different things, and come up with some ideas and like what you guys want to see. Different events you want to do. Like now we're about to launch this retreat. We will be in Blue Ridge at an amazing cabin. It looks so amazing. So we're going to be doing things like that and getting a lot of feedback and ideas, and committee members, you get different perks and be able to attend stuff and all that good stuff. So put the committee thing in there.
Oh, did I? Did I not?
I don't know. Did you? You could have.
Let me see.
So if you want to join the Posh committee, Jazz is going to put how you get in it. You just text the word committee to that same exact number. Again, anyone that's in the membership, I see a couple of you guys, you green names. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. If you are in the membership on level 2, the 14th of July is our next Posh Late Night Biz. You will be receiving, well, the workbooks is the link will be in the description of the video. The only ones that have access to that video is those that's in the membership on level 2. And we are pretty much talking about, or mapping out rather, how to turn your side hustle into an actual business. Or,
YouTube membership.
Yeah. How to turn your side hustle into an actual business. Or you're going to use the same steps in growing your business to the next level. Because at the end of the day, none of us is in this thing to be stagnant. And that is pretty much what we're going to be doing this month. So you'll get a workbook. It's pretty much a planner. It's different steps you got to do. It's going to help you take your business to the next level. I ain't say you're going to be a millionaire this month, but you should not be at the same level you're at when we get started. Okay, Latoya says she joined. The latches, I don't know, Lily. So for mine, my latches don't get stuck. The only ones that did used to get stuck were the black ones because they're coated. The ones now, like they don't get stuck. So make sure you're adjusting the latches, or sometimes it's the ball in there. Like if it's the ball getting stuck, then I normally just kind of wiggle it around, or I'll take something to hit it or something like that. So Carolyn, you put the YouTube membership link in there. So again, that is July the 14th. You got to be on at least level 2. It'll be a live broadcast. You'll get a workbook, or really a planner. You'll get that planner, and we're going to start the first portion on the 14th, and we're going to wrap it up on the 28th. Then next month, it'll be something totally different that we're working on. But at the end of the day, all that stuff. So I don't coach, but I will definitely utilize the membership to help you guys with your business, just business issues or business struggles or whatever the case may be, for the things that I've done or things that has helped my business grow really, really fast. So that is all I have, guys. Tracy, what happened?
I was trying to put the membership, I lost it.
So Tracy, we are going to be sending you guys mug. Don't forget to join us next week. So next week, I pretty much will be here all day. I mean, not all day, every day. Same way we did this week. It'll be Motivational Monday for Monday. We're going to talk about 7 ways to end procrastination. I'm going to tell you guys 7 ways to end it, right? Then I'm going to give you a business tip on Tuesday, 10 ways to boost your self-discipline, or really to implement self-discipline. I had to learn some of this stuff for myself. Then Welcome Wednesday, I'm definitely going to be welcoming all of the new members, getting acclimated with those guys. Thursday, I still don't know, because it ain't going to be TikTok. Then Friday will be this Fun Friday, right? And we're going to be doing giveaways all the time. So that's it. Have a great weekend, guys. Don't forget, check your emails, check your phone, because Jazz sent you guys an amazing flash Friday deal over there, right? Bye, guys. Have an amazing day.
Okay, so I've done a lot over here.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to see how here it is.
Okay, so I've done